Minecraft items in real life. I figured I should start with tools since this is probably the easiest thing I can compare it to, so let's get to it and see what we can find. A real life sword, even though this is a bolo. Closest thing I have to a pickaxe, even though this is a masonry hammer. The closest thing to an axe, but it's a hatchet. But we do, of course, have a gardening hoe. And then we have a shovel. I also found the saw, the hammer, and the pair of pliers that go on a crafting table. Here's a reference picture. I even found a brush used for excavating suspicious sand. And finally, a grindstone. It's a small one, of course. It came in a case. But yeah, this is it. Let me know if I missed any, and like for part 2. This video is a part of my playlist for the Minecraft POV series, which is already up on the main channel. Thanks for watching. You guys liked the last video, so here's the second part at your request. Minecraft items in real life, part 2. We're now inside my house, so let's see what we can find in here. I saw this and I thought this looked perfect of what 4 candles looked stacked up. Well, here's a clock. Quite accurate though. We got ourselves a 2-in-1. It's a bucket and a water bucket. No need for context, it's a sheet of paper. This, however, is my real life lapis lazuli. It's got a blue tint in it. You can see a little bit of it up here. That's because I've got a yellow light. You probably can't see it real well, but this is the closest thing to it. We also have a book and boom, an enchanted book and a rusty iron chain with a hook on it. Yeah, pretty cool. Upon research, I can clearly tell that I missed a lot of items right here in the shop, but you guys will see that all in the next video, so stay tuned for those. Check out my channel for more of my shorts and like for part 3. We got over 20 likes, so here it is. Minecraft items in real life, part 3. We're moving into the kitchen. There's quite a lot of stuff I found in here. We have a carton of milk. Here's our sugar. We have an egg, a chicken egg, of course. If I throw it, maybe chicken won't spawn. We also have bread. This is pandesal. We also have dried kelp, even though it says seaweed, but kelp is a type of seaweed, so yeah. And brown mushrooms. But of course it's not a video if I don't include 1 or 2 items from the shop. I got 2 of them for you. Let's check it out. We got a fishing rod. And a real long one without a reel. Kinda cool. Now this is a table saw, but I did do research and it did say that table saws can cut through stone, so this will be the real life stone cutter. Now lighters have a flint tip and a steel spark wheel, so this is your modernized flint and steel. Check out parts 1 and 2 of the series and like for part 4. We got some more items, so here we go. Minecraft items in real life, part 4. This bowl is basically perfect. It's brown and it's made of wood. This is basically the closest you can get. We got the rose painting. Awesome. And from my mom's jewelry box, here's a pair of earrings that look like they were made of prismarine crystals. It's even got the right color. We even have a real life emerald. Uh-oh, I better put this away. Here's a real life torch. Wait a minute, where am I? Then we have a chest. Pretty cool. Oh, I guess you can't get into this one. We got another item from the shop. Let's check it out. We got a pair of shears. These are gardening shears, of course. I don't think I'd want to shear a sheep with these. Check out the other parts of this series in the playlist and like for part 5. Minecraft items in real life, part 5. We're starting off strong from another item from the shop. Let's check it out. Now if we take a look behind this vise, it's part of an anvil. It's part vise, part anvil. I don't think this needs any context. Yeah, definitely not. We got a glass bottle, and then we have a water bottle. But on terms of potions, this can be the potion with no effects, the awkward potion, the mundane potion, or the thick potion. Here's a map, or an explorer map. It's taking up my whole table. And here's our name tag, subscribe. And another item from my mother's jewelry box are a set of earrings that look like they were made from amethyst shards. We have some string, and finally a bell. This thing is awesome. Check out the other parts of this series, and at 30 likes I'll make part 6. Thanks for watching. We made it to 30 likes, and as promised, here's the next part. Minecraft items in real life, part 6. A real life ladder, not made of wood, but it's from the shop. We got a piece of bamboo. Here's our end rod, most definitely not a candle. Here's an item frame I found somewhere. And here's our diamond from my mom's jewelry box into an earring. My mom also had this. It's not a ruby, but in my books, this is definitely redstone. Here's our compass. Up north is this way. Yeah, there you go. And this family heirloom makes a perfect heart of the sea. Check out the other parts of this series and like for part 7. Whether you asked for it or not, here's the next part. Minecraft items in real life, part 7. You can cook food in an oven, so this is our smoker. And when you think about it, it kind of looks like scaffolding. I mean, it's bamboo, but this is just a table. This is our real life bookshelf. Man, do we collect a lot of books. Here's our cartography table, which still takes up my entire desk. Here's our real life enchanting table. One book, lapis lazuli, surrounded by books. Here is a lectern. This is just a bedside table. And this is where I sleep, a cyan bed. If it looks a little pale, I guess the camera can't pick it up that well. And out in the shop, I got 2 tables we can check out. Here's a crafting table, as well as a smithing table. Check out the other parts of this series in the playlist, and like for part 8. 30 likes came by pretty fast, so here's the next part at your request. Minecraft items in real life, part 8. Let's start with this one. This is technically a lantern. Of course I can't turn it on now because it's still light out. Back here is our furnace, as well as lumps of charcoal. See that? There's a decorated pot. And I mean really decorated. We got another item in here in the shop. Let's check it out. Not exactly a tripwire hook, but this is a simple tripwire. And basically how it works is the end of the rope is tied to the switch of a circuit, and if anyone or anything trips over the rope, basically activates the circuit. This old perfume bottle does make a pretty convincing bottle of enchanting. And here's a feather I found stuck to my shirt. A written book is technically any book that has text or images in it, so that's why I chose Webster's Dictionary. And it's red, so that's also good. Check out the other parts of this series in the playlist, and like for part 9. Minecraft items in real life, part 9. So I finally turned the lantern on, but that's not good. Alright, finally I can eat me some cooked chicken. Oh, I guess they ate it already. Yeah, bone is all that's left. Here's a carrot. And to that one guy who commented on one of the earlier videos of this series that I should put a potato in one of my videos, here you go, man. I hope you see this video. And finally, for anyone's troubles, here's a cookie so you can have a good day. Now this has gotta come from the shop. It's a bundled up bunch of copper wire. Kinda looks like a copper nugget. Yeah, this doesn't need any context. Check out the other parts of the series in the playlist, and like for part 10, the end of chapter 1. Here we go. Minecraft items in real life, part 10, last episode of chapter 1. Here's an apple, a golden apple, and an enchanted golden apple. Here's a homemade lightning rod wrapped in copper wire with the spool right here. Here's our real life blaze rod, and here's our real life breeze rod. Kinda cool. Here's our gold nugget. Here's some glowstone dust that I had to put on a sheet of paper just so that it doesn't get everywhere. Hey, guess what? I found a blank orange CD. You know what this looks like? You can tell what it looks like right there. And finally, an ordinary wooden stick. Thank you guys so much for your immense support on this series from the previous 9 episodes. But don't worry, it's not over yet, because I am going to make chapter 2 of this series. And as always, check out the other 9 parts of this series and like for chapter 2.